Book of Revelation, chapter 7, verses 16 and 17. Yes, sir. They shall hunger no more, neither shall they thirst anymore.
Hi guys, so welcome back to our channel. As you can see, Sandra is not here today, so you just have only me. It's like, I'm just joking. Alright, so I came across a YouTube video where the YouTuber pretty much did a Netflix recommendation. So I wanted to do my own because I thought it was cool. So I wanted to do my own version, but K-drama edition, because you know I represent everything Korean. I have my list here on my phone, so I'm just gonna go through. So this is not going to be in any special order, like it's not like a top 10. No, it's just gonna be 10 Korean dramas that I really enjoyed, that I think you guys will enjoy too, right? And I'm not going to see them in any order. Alright, let's get started. Oh, by the way, before I start properly, if you haven't seen our last video or you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't seen our last video, make sure you watch it. And also, we have a video where we talked about like one of the Korean dramas that, okay, actually I'm not going to mention it today since we already talked about it, but yeah, so we have a Korean video about a Korean drama called Goblin that we did, so you guys go check that one out. It's going to be somewhere here, somewhere here, I don't know, whatever the spirit leads. Let's start. So the very first drama is called Kill Me, Heal Me, pretty much. So it's about a guy who has 7 different personalities. So he has, I don't know what the psychological term is per se, but it's a mental disorder where he pretty much like multiple personality disorder, I think that's what it is. Yeah, so he has 7 different personalities, and each of the personalities has come across the female lead a couple of times, maybe several years ago, and that's it. It's a romance drama, very nice drama. That's pretty much just what it is. I don't know how else to describe it for you guys, but just go check it out. The second drama on the list is called Secret. So this drama is about a girl who took the blame for her fiance. So her fiance was the one driving the car and they got in an accident and it happened to kill someone. So he pretty much covered it up and she didn't know. So she was in the car very oblivious to what happened, and then she took the fall for it. Now her fiance is a lawyer. He was also her lawyer that represented her. Like, how fucked up is that? Anyway, so he was the one that represented her, but then made her take the fall pretty much. And in jail she got pregnant, or she got pregnant before, gave birth, she lost her child. No, she didn't lose him physically, but like she lost custody of her child because of this incident. And so the person that was killed, so the victim of the accident that died, had a fiance who was rich, and then he's like, all hell is gonna break loose, like I lost my fiance, blah blah blah, I'm gonna come blazing guns and everything. So pretty much he made it his goal to torment the person that he believed took the fall for it, like who was responsible. She took the fall, but she wasn't really it. So it's just the whole drama is about how it unfolds and how he finds out that, oh, it's not her, blah blah blah, and how he falls in love with her. So it's a romance drama, but it's not really romance. It's more of a romance drama, melodrama. I don't know what genre to call it, but that's what it is. Oh, by the way, side note, it has the same characters, or it has the same people that play as Kill Me Heal Me. So it's the same main leads, but they don't have anything to do with each other. They just happen to be casted in the same show. That's pretty much it. Number 3 drama on the list is Master Son. So this one is actually one of my favorites. Side notes. It's about a girl who has the ability to see spirits. She can see ghosts, and so it's about a guy. That's pretty much her own thing. And then the main lead, the guy male lead, he happens to not believe in ghosts. Like, so he doesn't believe in anything spiritual, right? But then he had an accident years ago that made him what's the word, dyslexic, is that it? Well, basically he can't like read and stuff like that, and he can't really see words properly, blah blah blah. So that's his own, and he's supposed to be a very rich man who owns a whole mall. But for some reasons, I wouldn't say ghosts are scared of him per se, but like whenever he's around her or like she touches him, the ghosts disappear, so she can't see them anymore. So because of that, she makes it her mission that she's going to be with this guy in any way she can, just so that she could use his own powers for her own good, because she does wants to stop seeing ghosts, like pretty much. And so the whole drama follows how that happens. They have so every episode has like a different character in terms of a different ghost story, right? So some ghosts are bad, some ghosts that are good, and it just unfolds like how they're together, how they're helping each other, blah blah blah. It's a romance drama, if you can't tell. So number 4, this is another personal favorite, honestly. It's called It's Okay, It's Love. So the main lead in this one, the female main lead, is the same person that plays in Master Son. There's the same female lead. So in this drama, she's psychiatric, is that what they call him? Yeah, so that's her job. And then the guy, the main lead, he's an author, right? He writes books. He actually writes, I believe it's thrillers, right? It's important because the stories he actually writes are kind of based on his own life, like this is in his drama. So the whole story is about how he has an issue. People don't know, but he has a mental disorder where pretty much he likes to sleep in tubs, like bathtubs, like, or like toilets, like bathrooms. That's pretty much where he can sleep. And he has OCD too, I believe. He has a very serious case of OCD. So she too, as also psychiatric, she also has like issues, right? And so the whole drama, the reason why I like this drama is because it pretty much goes like to talk about how people that have mental disorders are also human beings. Like a lot of times when we see people that have some kind of issues, we automatically put the sickness or whatever it is that they have above the person. But this drama just kind of makes it known that like before they have this issue, they are also humans first. And so the whole drama is pretty much following. Now, it's not just them in the drama. There's other people too. There's like our other colleagues that are also doctors, and then he has his own side too. But it's pretty much following their life as patient and doctor, and then how they help each other. That's another drama. So that was number 4, I believe. Number 5. Oh, number 5 is called Angry Mom. So this drama is very touching. I don't know what genre I'll put it. It's weird, but like there's a genre called drama. Like I don't know, but that's just what it is. So it's like it's more on the comedy side, but it's very serious. So like the parts that are comedic are very hilarious, and the parts that are very serious are like super serious. So it's about a mom who finds out that her daughter is being bullied, and so she disguises. I know, right? Like she's like 40 something years old, but it's very believable. That's how young they look. So she disguises as a new student and goes into her daughter's school and pretty much tries to find out who has been bullying her daughter. And like the whole drama is about how she finds out that, you know, she finds out this person, she brings change in the school, she changes like the whole hierarchy of the school and stuff like that. And the funny parts are very funny, like I said. So check it out. It's called Angry Mom. So now number 6. If I'm talking too fast, guys, it's kind of because I'm nervous. You know, I'm usually doing this with Sandra sometimes. So this is my first time I'm doing this alone, so I'm kind of nervous. Next drama, number 6, is called Temptation. So this drama is, now I wouldn't say it's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's like very melodramatic in terms like it's more of a kind of like a slice of life kind of drama, right? So I believe that I've come across like an American movie. Is it a movie? Is that, yeah, I believe that is this movie, American movie called, like, this is not a drama, but it's an American movie called Law of Attraction that kind of follows the same thing. So in this drama, in this Korean drama, the main character, so the female main character, is a rich woman, very very rich. She's well-to-do, but she can't find love. That's her own story. Now the male lead is a man who is being with his he's been with his girlfriend, actually she's his fiance, for many years, but apparently they're like, I don't want to say they're really poor because they're enjoying, they're wearing nice things, but we're supposed to believe that they're very very poor, right? Now he actually is smart, like he's very smart, he did well in school, whatever, but for some reason luck is not on his side, the universe is not on his side, so he can't find a job. So like they go for a trip, so the guy has been saving like money for his fiance for them to go on their honeymoon, I believe. So he had already proposed, they're gonna get married and everything, and so they go on this trip. Now in this trip he happens to meet the female lead. So the female lead meets him for the first time because he helps her, right? She's like stranded somewhere, and then he helps her. So she brings up a proposition to him. She's like, basically, I'll pay you like, I think like $1 million for you to sleep with me. That's pretty much her proposal. And he's like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that, da 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 da. And in the whole process, his wife, like no, his own fiance, I'll call her his wife, his own wife finds out, like, because she sees pictures of them together, blah blah blah, and so she's like, oh, are you cheating on me? And he's like, oh, I'm not cheating on you, but she doesn't believe it. So basically the whole drama, I believe that the story that is kind of tell, and like the lesson behind it is pretty much trying to show that, like, basically what true love really is. Because it's not like, I'm not like spoiling drama if I say this, but pretty much he like ends up like choosing to be with her, but the whole drama unfolds of how, like, what led him to that point, right? So like, were they really in love? If you are willing to lose your, so it's like money or love, right? So which is greater, or like what shapes a man's character, kind of like that. That's what the whole drama is about, but it's a very good drama. Number 7 is called Fated to Love You. So this one is very funny and like kind of cheesy, but it's also kind of sad. So it's about a guy and a girl. This guy, there's always a rich person, oh my god. So this guy is the rich guy, and so his parents have been telling him like, oh, get married, get married, get married. And he's been in a very, very serious relationship with this girl, but she traveled, right? So one night he had planned that, oh, she was gonna go to this hotel room. Like, he had like all this whole plan with his own girlfriend, like, I'm gonna go there, like he booked the hotel room, you know, they were trying to, like, you know, do the deed pretty much. And so I think he got drunk, right? So he gets drunk, and then another lady, so okay, I don't know how they made this mistake. So I think the room number was 66 or something like that, but then the room numbers, like 66 and 99, if it's flipped, like they're like the same numbers. So something happened. I think construction was going on in the hotel, and then like the numbers kind of got flipped, right? So one of the guy was in a particular room, the girl was in the same room, well, not the same room, but like the same number. So like, let's say he was in room 66, she was in room 99. So both of them happened to drink. Something happened, they both happened to drink, right? And so she was like drunk out of her mind, whatever, goes into his room instead, and then he thought it was the girlfriend because he was drunk too, and so they basically had sex. Now they wake up in the morning and like, oh my god, who are you, blah 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 blah. Basically he cheated on his girlfriend. Now he did not have the guts to tell her right now. So now we just fast forward into a couple of months later, she comes back and he meets her, whatever, they meet again. Now she happens to be pregnant. So basically the whole drama is like, oh, is he gonna stay with her, is he not gonna stay with her, or what's gonna happen with his girl, his own fiance, blah blah blah. Now, like I said, he's rich, so the business is also important in this, and like, so she's kind of poor, so that's that too. Number 8, yeah, so we're on number 8. It's She Was Pretty. So this is also, oh my god, I have a lot of favorites. So this is also one of my favorites. It's called She Was Pretty. It's about a girl who many, like, when she was little, she was supposed to be like the prettiest girl in the whole world, right? And then she grows up to be not so pretty. I guess that's what it is. And then this guy, that's the guy made the male lead. When he was younger, he was like chubby, he was like, you know, the one that nobody wanted, blah blah blah. But now he grows up to become hot, you know. And so it's about them meeting each other again and basically falling in love. That's pretty much it. There's other things that happen, but I don't want to spoil too much of it, so that's that. Now number 9 is called Coffee Prince. Now this was like one of my very first dramas when I first started Korean, like my descent, my tumble, my fall, addiction, obsession into like the whole Korean world. This guy, the person that plays the male lead in this drama is the same person that plays the male lead in Goblin. Like I said, if you haven't checked out that video, make sure you go watch it. You guys know he's pleasing to look at. That's another reason why you should go and watch it. So in this drama, it's about him being very, very childish. So his grandmom is like, if you want to have my business, if you want me to continue helping you like pay for whatever it is that you pay for, you have to settle down, you have to like pretty much make a man out of yourself. Now he's like, oh no, I'm not ready to settle down yet, blah 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 blah. Mind you, the reason why he didn't want to settle down is because he has a crush on his ex. He still loves his ex, who happened to be his present, No, his ex was his cousin's present girlfriend. Like, what the heck? The relationship line is all tangled and entangled, whatever. But that's it. So he wanted to be with her. So because he didn't want to be with someone else, now his grandmom has set up like lots of blind dates. So he comes across this person who is the female lead now. She looks like a guy. Well, she's in the drama, she looks like a guy. She's supposed like she's very tomboyish, right? So he mistakes her as a guy, and he's like, oh, I know what's gonna piss my mom off, like my mom and my grandmom off. He like basically has her act as his own lover, right? So he acts like that's his gay lover. And so every time they go on he goes on a blind date, she's always like crashes, like, baby, why are you doing this to me, blah blah blah, don't leave me alone, I thought we're gonna ride and die together, blah blah blah. So every time like they're always messing up the dates, and so they stop going out. Like the grandma like, you know what, stop doing the dates now, I want you to take over my business. So he takes over the business after much convincing and threats and whatever, and then hires the girl who he still believes is the guy to work for him. Now the whole show is pretty much about him wrestling feelings for, or like battling his feelings for her, for who he thinks is the guy. So basically is as per, am I gay, am I not gay, you know, that kind of thing. Is like that. So the genre this falls into is called gender bender. I don't know why it's called that, but that's the genre. Like, this is, I don't know why I like this genre, but I think it's very hilarious to see people like, is that we all know the truth, but like they don't know the truth. So if you guys want to hear more, like I have other recommendations, you guys want to get other recommendations about this kind of genre, make sure you leave a comment below. And if you're enjoying this video as at this moment, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Finally, last, my god, my breath, last but not the least. Okay, let me figure it out. I don't know which one to see. Okay, so this one came out this year. It won so many awards, rightfully so, because it's so amazing. It's called When the Camellia Blooms. So apparently, okay, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but it's actually the name of a flower, right? So it's like when she blooms, right? Okay, so it's about a lady who many years ago witnessed a murder. She survived like the whole thing. So she witnessed the murder and the person wanted to kill her too. So the serial killer wanted to kill her too, but she was lucky enough and she survived. Now years have passed. She was in a relationship at this time. She got pregnant. They broke up, and she's like, you know what, I'm going to raise my child myself. Now I don't know how it is now currently. I don't want to like be misinformed or misspeak, but I believe that, you know, a lot of Koreans still frown upon like single moms and single dads. It's not as common as it is like in this part of the world. And so in this drama, and this is like in real life, but in this drama that's what it was. Like she's like, oh, I'm going to go against the world, I'm going to take care of my child myself, blah blah blah. So she leaves her town that she's in and moves to a different place where nobody knows her. Not only does she do that, not only is she a single mom, she also like makes a business, and this business is to be a bar owner. Now they have a very negative connotation of what it means to own a bar. They believe that it's usually like people, like women that are loose, like prostitutes, that do that kind of business. This is in the movie, in the drama, by the way. So people are like, oh, she has to be a hoe for her to be this business, and like that's why she has a child, like out of wedlock, blah blah blah. Nobody knows her story, so that everyone's like judging her in this new town. But she braves through, and she's still like, I'm gonna take up my child, I'm gonna do my business, blah blah blah. Then this guy comes along and like falls in love with her. Now he's way younger than her, right? And not only is he younger than her, he also like she's a single mom. She had like a pretty old enough child, so everyone in the town is like, oh my gosh, she must have seduced him, blah 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 blah. So it's like the whole drama is about her trying to find acceptance, and how the whole community pretty much like stands up for her at the end of the day because of her good act, her personality and the other things that are going on in her life. It proves that, you know, she pretty much like shows that her situation doesn't define who she is, right? And so they conquer. You know, it's like one of those love stories. It's a love story pretty much. But then another thing is that in this story, the serial killer from years ago apparently locates her, finds her, right? So now, does he succeed in killing her? Go and find out. Alright, I'm done. I've come to the end of my 10 lists. That's all. That went faster than I thought. If you guys want any other like recommendations, if you have anything that you want to see from me or from us, or even just from Sandra, make sure you let us know. You can hit us up on Instagram, let us know in the comments down below. Guys, this is not easy. You see how I'm like panting as if I ran marathon because I'm talking so fast. That shows how hard we are working. So make sure you like this video. They don't even born you not to like it. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you know when next our new video has dropped. And if you haven't seen our previous videos, or if you're new to our channel, welcome. You get to see our lovely face, or my lovely face, because sometimes my face, you know, my lovely face. If you want to continue to see us, guys, subscribe. Thank you. Adios, amigos. Peace.